Hi everybody and welcome. I'm Tami from Nutmeg Notebook and we are back this afternoon to talk to you all about the Vegan Health Bundle. So we're super excited. This is day 2. It started Saturday. Today is Sunday. And the microwave's done. I think your tea is ready or whatever you're having there. So anyway, we did not announce that we were going to go live. So if you're watching the replay, that's why we didn't send anything out about it. But I was doing some food prep and I thought, oh, you know what? I should really share this with you guys. That way, when you get the bundle, you'll know what's going on. So first of all, what's the bundle? The bundle is a collaboration effort within the plant-based community, the vegan community, the raw food community, where we have come together and pooled our resources that we have, be it ebooks, video, online courses, all kinds of things. It can be recipes, lectures, exercise, yoga, learning mindfulness. There's a class all about affirmations and learning how to use affirmations for motivation and self-guidance and just a whole lot of wonderful things. The bundle contains 83 different submissions. And if you were to buy each individual submission, you would pay over $5,500 for all of it. But we are selling it as a bundle, and it is a bargain at $49. So our submission in it is a collaboration project that we did with our dear friend Shada from Healthy Cooking with Shada. And this is brand new cream cheese and crackers, dips, chips and dips book. And so I will tell you that the cream cheeses are made from tofu. If you are allergic to soy, just know that there is a pumpkin seed tofu that is available, and then there is a variety of non-soy tofus that you can make yourself. So Mary's Nest is a YouTube channel. She's not vegan, but she has made all kinds of different tofus from things other than soy. So you can check that out. But there are plenty of other recipes for the dips and chips and crackers, both sweet and savory dips that you can use that do not use tofu. So this is just one submission that is in the book or in the bundle, and we sell this for just over $21. So even if you only use a handful of items out of the bundle, you will be money ahead. So we did a video yesterday morning. You can go back and watch the replay of that, where we shared all of the content that was in the bundle. We went through everything step by step and showed you what you can get so that you would have a good idea of knowing whether it was something that you would want to purchase or not. So I'm going to share some of what I'm doing. I also want to share with you how to utilize the bundle to the fullest. So I know that the first bundle that I downloaded, I was a bit overwhelmed. I didn't quite know how to organize it or how to utilize it to get the full benefit from it. So as I said, you will get 83 items from this. Once you purchase it, we have an affiliate link down in the show notes. So underneath this video where it says more, click on that. And underneath there, you will find our affiliate link. We get paid a commission only on the bundles that are sold using our specific affiliate link. So if you decide to do that, we thank you in advance. That helps offset the cost of all of the free content that we provide you here on YouTube, on our blog, as well as on our social media outlets. Once you place your order, you are going to get an email from SendOwl, SendOwl, and it might land in your junk email folder or in your spam folder. So if you don't see it right away, then go there and look and see if it has landed elsewhere, since they are not in your contact list. If you do not find it there, usually the biggest mistake people have made is they have not entered in their email address on send out correctly. And so if you do not receive it, if you have an issue, then please send an email to our help desk at uwlbundle.gmail.com, and they can help you. And if you go to the bundle page that we link to, you can scroll down and there is a Q&A section that also has that email address listed there and tells you what to do if you did not receive your email. Yes, Tom, how's it going?
Hi, everybody. We're going good. There is something going on with Sendal. I just did I think I did a reply to Late Girl. Yes, thank you for the question. We actually was at, I don't know if that's who you were in contact on Facebook, but no. Someone on Facebook just a few minutes before we went live was having the same issue. I've checked all of the links. You should
call Charles.
All the links that I put in, and maybe I will. I checked the links that I've put in, and for us, they're all going straight to the landing page with no problem. But Tami just messaged somebody on Facebook to send me their email, and I will send like the original.
I gave her the original link though,
and that one didn't work either. So it's a momentary issue with Senton. There's a message here from Apple today that says was just on a live with one of the other creators of the bundle, and they are working hard to get it sorted.
Okay.
So for the
moment, there is a problem.
For the moment, something was going on. For the moment, for me, it's working fine. Because I just checked it moments ago. I clicked on the link on the very top of the description of this video, and it went straight there just fine.
Okay. Well, maybe call Charles and just see if there's anything that we can tell people at this point.
Okay. All right. I'll step aside. I'll leave my.
Okay.
Yeah, my microphone. It's working. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you'll need to.
It works great when I don't turn it off.
Well.
Yeah.
Hold that thought then, sweetheart.
Okay.
Hold that thought. Okay. You check with Charles and then come back and let us know. But leave your mic here.
Okay. I'm
for the
looking
moment.
for.
If you guys have questions for us, you can put them in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, you can put them in the chat and we will try to answer them for you. I'm just going to move things around here a little bit so that I can get to this. Here we go. All right. Okay, so here are some hints about the bundle. So once you get your confirmation, then you're going to have a link where you can go and download it, and you do have to download each individual piece one at a time. There is no download all. Those have been problematic in the past, depending on the speed of people's internet, how good their connection is, and so forth. So you do it one at a time, but we downloaded all 83 items onto my iPad, and it took less than 30 minutes. It was very, very simple to do. You have 7 downloads for each item that's in there, and that's so that you can put them on all of your devices. So like Tom has a computer, I have a computer, we have the iPad, and then we have our phones. And so we have plenty of download opportunities where we can download it to all of our devices. We also highly recommend that you also download it to a jump drive, or if you have a backup drive for your computer, then back it up to that external drive. That way, if anything happens, your computer crashes, you lose your phone, or your iPad breaks, whatever, you will still have that content. Now, from the day that you purchase the bundle, you have 1 full year to download everything. After that, the bundle goes away because we have to pay the website that's hosting where the bundle content is right now. So we pay for that for 1 full year. And then after that year, we need to close that bundle out and make room for the next bundle. So please, when you get your Send Out link, go and download everything at one time. Go ahead and do it. It's only going to take you at max a half an hour, and that way you will have everything. Now, are you going to love everything that comes in the bundle? No. Are there going to be some things that you're not interested? Probably so. So what you do is you click on it, look at something, if you think, yeah, I'm not interested in that ebook or that course or those videos, you can go ahead and delete it, and it won't take up space on your device. And so also one thing that I like to do is we make a file on our computer for each bundle. So this year it says 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. We download, we put everything for this bundle in that file. That way we know exactly where to go so that we can find it. Also, if there are some websites that you have to go to in order to sign up for the course that the person is offering, or to get the recipes there instead of a PDF that's downloaded from the bundle, then I go ahead and I make a file on my computer and I bookmark it. I make a file 2025 Vegan Health Bundle in my bookmarks. And then I can put those links, I can bookmark those links that are associated to the bundle right there. That way I know where to go to get back to them. I don't have to go back to the bundle content that I downloaded to look for the link to get there again. And that just makes it so much easier. And if you have to create an account in order to join a video course or something on someone's website, take a notebook. You know me, Nutmeg notebook. It's for a reason, because I have notebooks for everything. Take a notebook and write in there the website and if you had to create an account, what name and what email and what password you used for that. Now, if you have a computer program that saves that information for you, that's great. If you rely on that, otherwise go ahead and write it down someplace in a notebook where you can find it again so that it makes it less confusing. Then what I suggest is every week after you get the bundle, because we want you to utilize what's in there. There's so much incredible content. So every day I'm going and looking at the content and looking through the ebooks and the classes and just seeing so much more that I want to use. So once a week or twice a week, depending on how much time you have, sit down at your computer or with your iPad or your phone, wherever you have downloaded the content, and look at 2 items. And if there's recipes, if it's an ebook with recipes and you see some things in there that you would like to make, you can do a couple of things. One is that you can print single pages. You don't have to print the whole ebook. You open it up, you click on print, and then the pages should be numbered, and you can put in, I want this recipe that's on page 35. You can print page 35, and you don't have to print the entire ebook. So that saves you paper, it saves you ink, but it allows you then to have that written, printed recipe if that works better for you. Or you can take a screenshot of it if it's on your phone or on your iPad or your tablet. You can take a screenshot of it. You can save it either to your files or you can save it to your photos, and then you can go to it quite easily. Or you can also, what I've been doing in this notebook is I have been jotting down the name of the ebook that I find something in, and if I have a recipe or 2 in there that I want to try, then I'm making notes of that in here. So for instance, Amanda Sick, in her book, which is called More Plants, Less Processed, she has some very interesting recipes using cauliflower that I want to make. And there's like 3 of them, boom, 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 in a row that I thought, oh, I want to make that. And then the next page, I want to make that. And the next page, I want to make that. And so I have that written down in here. So so that, a week from now, when I think, now which book were those cauliflower recipes in, I will be able to go back to my notebook and I will see and I'll go, oh, it's Amanda Sick, and it is the More Plants, Less Processed book. And that will be very, very helpful for me. So now, if there is a book that you love all of the content in, like the Veggie Burgers Made Easy by Tim Kaufman, I went ahead and printed the thing because I thought, I'm going to be making these on a regular basis. I'm going to want to have these recipes readily available. Now, I can paper punch this and I can put it in a 3-ring binder, or I have some of these little sleeves. Well, it's not really a sleeve, but these little simple binders that you can use. And I have several of these that I do this with, some ebooks. And this is the Practical Guide to Cholesterol Management that I also wanted all of the information from it. And I went ahead and printed the entire ebook for myself. So, and if you want, after you've printed it, you can, Kathy Hester said that she prints the ebooks that she wants to keep and have in paper form. She prints them on her home computer. Then she takes them to Staples or Office Depot. I can't remember which one she said. And she said for $5 that they will spiral bound it like this for $5. So that's a very reasonable way to go about it. If you take our ebook, for instance, to Staples and have it printed and bound there, I think it was $56 for this one, Tom.
I'm sorry, I'm typing.
He's typing. He's thinking something else. Okay, so anyway, our really big one, our batch cooking, I know that was around $80 to have that done. So that's, rather expensive. So try printing it at home yourself, and then you can take it and have it bound someplace for around $5. So I think that's really reasonable, easy to do. I understand I'm old school. I really like to have my recipes printed. I love cookbooks, but the way things are going, ebooks are going to be our easier and less expensive way of getting our recipes and content. And so we're going to have to adjust and get used to doing that. Also, I do like having the ebooks on my iPad because I have this easel style case on mine. I set it up, I open up the ebook, I can go to the recipe page and it's right there. I can cook off of it, and it's pretty easy for me to do that. Okay, we've got quite a few people popping in. Yes, Tom.
Okay, so we sort of know what's going on. I've been texting with well, thank you, Apple, for your information.
I'm going to step
That was
off
so
for just a
that was
second.
so good to hear.
Well, you do that.
So the links that I'm using, they absolutely do get you to this site. That's not the issue. I've learned while I've stepped away here. It's actually the Buy Now button is what's not working, the big blue button. So you can get there, you can look around and you'll look at some of the content Tami is describing. But Sandal is working on fixing whatever the issue is with the Buy Now button. Just like when we put buttons on our emails and stuff, there's the button there, and then you have to put in some code behind that so that when folks click on it, it takes them to the checkout page or cart or whatever. So anyway, we understand what the issue is.
Now they just need to fix it.
And I texted, I've been texting back and forth, and Chef AJ says that at the moment we're like kind of in a try back later mode. So we're going to continue the show, and then I'll check it after a while, and if something changes, I will raise my hand and give a shout out. So anyway,
okay, that sounds good.
That's
Thank
what's
you
going
so much.
on.
Hey,
Thank you.
Randy's here.
Oh,
Hi,
you didn't
Randy.
know?
I didn't know. I've been so chatty that I didn't even know. Thank you for showing up for us today, Randy. Randy is one of our moderators, so that's why she has a little wrench next to her name. So we're so happy that you're here today, Randy. All right. If you have any questions, you guys, feel free to put them in the comments for me. Lake Girl says, thanks for checking on the air with the Buy Now link. I'll check back later and try again. Yeah, we're really sorry about that. But hopefully that Sandal can get that fixed for us right away so that we don't have excuse me, any more issues. Let's see, was there anything else I was going to tell them about
Well, if
how we organize the bundle and
we can
so
talk
that we can
briefly
find everything.
about printing because that came up earlier today. Or did you already address that while I was
I did say that you can, that Kathy Hester left a message for us that she prints hers at home and then she takes it to Staples and pays $5 to get it bound.
Oh,
like
that's
this.
really that's not a bad price.
That's cheap, but she
Yeah.
prints it at home because to have them print it is
It's like $1 a page.
yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. On printing, I did receive a message from someone earlier today. Is this the bundle that you can download and print? It is a bundle that you can download, but in those downloads, they're PDFs, and in many of those downloads, there are what we call active links. But sometimes the active links are informational. For instance, Tami's and Shada's cookbook, we may have put some links in there to various ingredients or something on where to get them. But the ebook printed is a standalone. We work from the printed copy of our ebook. We work from the printed copy of Kathy Hester's ebook of broccoli mumps. Because they work fine by themselves. Some of the items are courses where you'll get a course description, a course login or something, and then there'll be links there to the actual videos of those courses. So those have to be done on an electronic device because they are links to typically a video that's stored on YouTube or Venmo or elsewhere. So many items on the bundle are downloadable and printable.
Talk about if you want to take it to someplace to have it printed.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
In the front cover of ours, I have, because we had this come up when we actually went to go get our own copy printed on the first time that we made an ebook. We took the thumb drive in and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is copyrighted material. Do you have permission from the author to print it?" And it's like, well, look at the picture on the front cover and then look at this lady.
Oh, well, my picture was inside. It wasn't on the front
inside.
cover. Yeah.
So I put a page in our offering in the bundle that says legal stuff and personal use print permissions. That's not so much for you. That's for the agent at the printing office where it gives you explicit permission to print one copy in its entirety for personal use. It doesn't give you permission to print 100 copies and go sell them. That's
right.
not in the permission here. So I don't know that all of the other contributors did that, but that's kind of the ethical rule of thumb on things like this. But if you don't have a print permission, you have a one from an author in the bundle, you could certainly email them on their contact information and ask for a very short print permission paragraph. I think I had that maybe even happen once early on in our Nutmeg Notebook life. So,
right.
But anyway, yeah, very downloadable and printable, but not necessarily everything because that doesn't work for courses that have videos.
Okay.
And then like in our ebook.
But if you print it at home,
yeah,
you can print it at home and then, you can take it and get it bound.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then they aren't... there's no copyright issue then. You printed it yourself.
They're just binding papers.
Right. They're not going to get in trouble for printing anything.
Yeah, because they just have to dance around their own printing rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to put you back on Tami Cam.
Also, when you go to get the bundle, there is a page that you can look at, and it is submissions in alphabetical order by author name. I also have found this to be very, very helpful as I'm going through the content as well. So anyway, so there's just a little bit of everything in the bundle.
Have you had you've had some experience with Payhip? Can you address Helen's question there?
I'm having issues with the content from contributors who use Payhip to access their information. There are about 5 or 6 of them, and each one asks for a password. Now I can't get into any of them. I've changed the password, have contacted the contributors for help. Yeah, that is all that I know that you would be able to do. I did encounter having to use Payhip as I was signing up for some of the video courses and etc. And I have used Payhip in the past. I also had not written down my Payhip password, and so I did have to create a new one as well. But then I did go ahead and made a note of it so that I have that. I also all of those courses that I had to do the Payhip for, I bookmarked those. And this time around on my computer, when it asked, do you want to save the password? I said yes. Hopefully they'll be able to get back to you and be able to help you with that. That will be something that will have to happen on a case-by-case, depending on whose website you were on.
But there's only one Payhip login for the user, even if if you're doing multiple providers, accessing material. So
and maybe there is a customer service email for Payhip.
Yeah.
I would Google that and see too.
Yeah.
About that.
Early. Remember, I called you up and said, "What's all these
He's
emails
like,
from Payhip? What are you doing?"
He's like, "What are you buying? I keep getting all these confirmations from Payhip." And I was like,
"She was, signing up for different courses."
Yeah,
so.
I'm like, I'm signing up for all those courses that are in the bundle. He's like, I'm not going to miss out on these. I like to do it right away so that I don't forget. We've had people contact us the last couple of days who bought the bundle last year and didn't download everything, or one lady hadn't downloaded anything yet. And so we really don't want that to happen to anyone. We want you to get your $49 worth plus out of the bundle, because there's so much amazing content in there. All right.
Okay,
Helen said I made a note of them, and it's very strange. I will address it again tomorrow. Each one is asking to create a password. That is so interesting. I don't know. I don't know the inside and outs of Payhip.
Okay, I keep coming and going here, but
it's okay.
That's what those buttons are for.
That's right.
I'm not saying this is happening into anything, but in all things on the internet, because this has happened to me, and it's happened to Tami not that long ago too.
Oh my God!
When you're clicking on stuff and it's something new, it may be unfamiliar, but not necessarily unsafe. Your computer may give you warnings, may say there may be a firewall, I haven't been here before, do you think this is a safe site? Or just as a rule of thumb, look up in the address bar at the URL and just look at it and make sure it makes sense. Does it say Payhip and not some strange other address from some other country or something? Because we had a company that was masquerading as Costco. You were making a Costco purchase, and
I thought
it was totally a fake site. It wasn't Costco
and it looked like,
at all.
And it looked like Costco.
But they had products for sale. They had the Costco logo, pictures of the store. It was looking like totally legit, except for this wonky address up on the address bar, which did not say anything about Costco.com.
Right.
So it's just like bank fraud or whatever. So we haven't had any of that this year. But it's just a good internet practice to take a look at the URL when you're having something's a little wonky. Check that out. Make sure that the URL looks normal.
Yeah, and do Google Payhip and see if there's a customer service where you can write to get some help.
Yeah, there should only be one login email address that you use, and then that should only need one unified password.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. And maybe you can, if you have time, you can Google Payhip, see if you can find anything. Like a customer service name. Okay. So anyway, I think that's pretty much everything that I want to say about downloading the content and how to organize it. And then, try a couple recipes every week. Utilize this. Maybe check out one ebook that has recipes, and then check out something else that isn't recipes. There's yoga, there's meditation, there's there's one doctor has an ebook all about hypertension, getting your blood pressure down. Dr. Marbus has this one, a guide to cholesterol management. if any of those appeal to you, the affirmations, meditation, there's cooking classes. Chef Bravo's cooking class is amazing. So check out some of the non-recipe content. Take a look at it. There's how to organize your pantry. There's so much in this bundle. Every day as I'm looking through more, I'm just finding more and more that's super valuable. Oh, Helen says there is an email for them. I will contact them. Also, thanks for this suggestion. Okay, awesome. Okay, well then I wanted to show you, I'm doing some prep for some cooking tomorrow. So there are several raw food ebooks in the bundle as well. And our friend Lissa from Raw Food Romance, her and her husband Nate have several of them in there. Don't discount the raw food recipes, you guys. Even if you are not a raw foodist, which I am not, but we all on this plant-based journey eat a lot of raw food. We just don't realize how much of it. If you're having a fruit smoothie, a green smoothie, if you're eating salads, if you're having, fruit desserts, you're making banana ice cream, what have you, we are all using a lot of the raw foods, and they are delicious, they are healthy, they're healing. So even if you're not a raw foodie, check those out and look at them. Okay. And so you will find plenty that I think that you will enjoy. The beautiful salad dressings and Raw Food Romance, Lissa and Nate, a lot of their recipes are low fat because they tend to eat lower fat than a lot of raw foodies eat a lot of nuts and coconut and that kind of thing, and it's a much higher fat diet. But check out their recipes because so many of them are very low fat, incredible sauces and salad dressings, and there's just so much. They have a burger book, so you're going to need a dehydrator for their raw food burger book, and I am going to be making their nut burgers, and I'm going to be making a double batch of them, and I have to soak the nuts ahead of time, and I'm going to share some of the nut burgers with Chef AJ and Charles because they've had them, and they told me that they're absolutely delicious. So I do have a dehydrator. If you're curious about which dehydrator I have, you can see that on our Amazon store. And Tom, is the link to Amazon
to the appliances? I'll add it. I don't think so, but I'll put it in there.
Okay, so the nut burger recipe that they have calls for almonds and walnuts in it. So this is going to be a higher fat burger. They also have a lot of them recipes for ones that are lower in fat. But what you do if you're going to have a higher fat burger made from nuts is first you only have one serving. And so you want to serve it with a lot of fresh vegetables then, or some starch, and that will keep the entire calorie density of the meal lower then. So limit yourself to one of them and make sure that the rest of the day is a low-fat day. And that should help you be able to incorporate more nuts and seeds on an occasional basis. So I'm going to need, Tom, could you get me the 1 cup stainless steel measure? Because I realized after I got this set up that I wanted to make a double batch. It's in the drainer, in the dish drainer, because I used it earlier today because I made some cookies that I'm excited to talk to you guys about as well. And so we're soaking the nuts overnight, and we're just going to be soaking them with water. So I've got that. That looks nice and full. And somewhere. Okay, so this is for canning, but it works great. I'm not a canner, but it works great for putting things in my canning jars. Okay, so we have that one done there. And now we're going to do 1 cup of the walnuts. Probably tomorrow I will wish that I had like quadrupled this recipe. So now I keep these nuts in my freezer because we don't go through a lot of nuts. I do make some things for the kids. I'm going to put 1 more in there. Then we're going to put that in there. And you see how easy that is, because then I don't have to be super careful. It doesn't spill. It just works great. I buy these big bags of nuts at Costco for a very reasonable price as far as the price of nuts goes. So I'm going to set those aside. And then I have my water. So I'm just going to cover these with water, and then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, and they are going to soak overnight. And then tomorrow I'll be able to open up my ebook that I have on my iPad, and I will be able to add the rest of the ingredients, which are going to be, you know, vegetables and some seasonings. And then the other really cool thing about the burger book is for each burger recipe, she has serving suggestions, and she has all the condiments. Like you can make your pickles, and you can make, you know, cucumbers into pickles. You can pickle your red onions. You can make ketchup and mustard and all different kinds of sauces and salsas and everything. So I think, you guys, I think it's going to be great. So I'm super excited to give this a try. So that will be from the burger book. And then another book that I'm loving is Chef Julia's 21-Day Challenge. So she has a whole book. It's a 21-day challenge. And in that, she has 7 days worth of meals and all of the recipes, the grocery list, what you're going to need from your pantry, everything is in there. And so like, you know, like day 3 of the 7, you're utilizing some leftover vegetables that you used in day 1 and day 2's menu. It's extremely well thought out. I love her recipes. Everything I've ever made from her ebooks has been absolutely delicious and very easy to execute as well. She's very thorough with her instructions. Well, you guys, you know, I mean, we don't have to worry that there's an egg shortage, right? Because we don't eat eggs. And she has...
I always think about that when they're talking about these
animal
product shortages. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't affect us whatsoever. I know my mom was saying to me, oh, the eggs are so expensive right now. I said, you know, you really don't have to have eggs. I said, Mom, I haven't used an egg since 2013. I said, you can make all kinds of things without eggs. So anyway, so she has a recipe in the 21-day challenge for a mung bean egg omelet. So if you are familiar with like the Just Egg product that is out, I have never tried it, but it's an egg substitute that you can buy, and then you can like scramble it, or you can make an omelet with it. You can use it in cooking as well. So one thing that you have to have are mung beans, and this is what they look like. Oh, Tom, did you put this in our pantry on Amazon?
Sure I did.
I'm thinking you didn't.
I did.
Did you?
I'm gonna look.
He looked. Okay, so our Amazon store should be a link to it down in the show notes. It's amazon.com/shop/nutmeg notebook. And these are what you need. Now, if you have an Indian store close by, you can probably get them there. Oh, there they are. Good job, honey.
Far on the there, they can see that. That's on the little far left corner.
Yes. So right there it is. So if you follow our link to Amazon, we have a pantry page.
Their last purchase, February 27th, that's a fresh bag.
It is a fresh bag. So I could have gotten these at my local Indian store, but they would not have been organic. And so, so these are organic. And then these also need to be soaked for 24 hours. And so, and you can see, I don't know, let's see if you can see what these look like. I'll try to get closer. There you go. They're little. They're almost like little lentils, but like
you're spilling. Okay.
but like cut in half almost. So anyway, so that soaked for 24 hours. And then tomorrow I'm going to, after 24 hours, I'm going to be mixing it with some other ingredients. And then I'm going to be making little omelets out of it. So I'm super excited about this. And then not only does she have the recipe for making the mung bean egg omelets, but then you get to go on and you can make, and I printed these so I could show you, you can make tacos with them. So I'm going to take my omelets that I make and cut some of them into strips and put them in corn tortilla shells with some green onions and cilantro and some salsa. And she has a breakfast sausage to go along with that. And then the breakfast sausage and the little strips of omelet are going to go inside the tortillas. So I'm really excited about that. It's an oat sausage, and it does have some walnuts in it. I'm sure if you wanted to have it be less fat, you could just use more oats in place of the walnuts. And but the seasonings sound really, really good in it. So I'm super excited to give this a try. And what I really enjoy about her 21-day meal prep plan is that she utilizes some of the things that you make in more than one way. And so, you know, that cuts it down on the amount of cooking that you have to do for the week. It also allows you to use up those leftovers. I mean, things like the sausages could probably freeze well. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, she does say that the omelets freeze. You can freeze the omelets. And so you can make those up and you can freeze them. So how cool is that? So that's going to be really fun. I have not tried making the mung bean omelets before, so I'm really excited about that. This is the cool thing about the bundle, is it gets me excited to try some things that I haven't done yet. And especially since I'm trying to show everything to you, it really pushes me to you know, explore and see what's in there. So I have already taken the mung beans, and I have a wire mesh sieve, and I have rinsed them thoroughly until they came clean. And now I'm going to add them to my mason jar. And of course they set up as lentils and this type of thing does once they're wet. It would have been better had I put them in the water right away, but they're gonna break up and they're gonna go in the water. And I'm gonna soak these for 24 hours is what she says. So that will make them super soft. And that way I'm thinking that I'm blending these. Yeah, they're gonna go in a high-speed blender along with all the other ingredients. Okay, I'm just gonna use the handle of my stainless steel container. I knew this was gonna happen, that they were gonna turn chunky on me.
Oh, did you soak them and they clumped?
Well, I had to rinse them.
Oh.
I had to rinse them. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
You need a little spatula?
I've got one, honey. I've got one. I've got one, Tom. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna get those in here. And again, this little canning topper really makes a difference. I'm just trying to get them all in here. Some of them are stuck to my little dish. So what you want to do, as soon as you rinse them, don't put them in a bowl. Go ahead and put them in your jar with the water. If you're not doing a demo, that's the thing to do. Okay, so that's great. And I'm going to cover with just a little more water. Here we go. Then I'm going to put my lid on it. And it's already starting to get a little cloudy. And then this is going also in the refrigerator with the nuts that I have. And so, did I tell you guys that I've started making my own corn tortillas? Oh my goodness. We bought a tortilla press and the masa, what's it called? I can't think of the full name of the masa. But anyway, I bought white masa and yellow corn masa. Well, yellow corn. Masa is corn. And yellow masa. And my daughter was like, Mom, you've got to learn how to make corn tortillas because they're so good. And so so I've practiced a little bit. I need to get back on it. Maybe after the bundle, I can practice it some more. So I'm super excited. Barbara is asking, how long do they last? How long do what last? Oh, Sam says, I believe there's a mung bean omelet in Broccoli Mom's book too. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, her book looks amazing. There are so many recipes in there that look incredible. And her recipes are pretty easy to execute. Use simple ingredients. And I love how she uses unusual ingredients together. So she really tries to make your desserts be healthy, and so I'm anxious to try. I loved her Indian book that was in last year's bundle, and so amazing. Randy says, I'm booking my flight to Tammy's house now.
She's done that before.
She has come here and stayed with us before. She's a good guest because she does dishes. She lets me cook and then she does the dishes. I love it. Are those wide mouth canning jars in your Amazon store? I don't know, Tom. Can you look and see if they are? I bought them locally at Target and at Walmart, but Tom will take a look.
There's a good chance I did put them in, but I'll check on that list. It's going to be in food storage.
Okay. So M. Pennington 27 has a good message for Helen. She says about the Payhip. Helen, set up a Payhip password for the first one. Then use that same password for each of the others. You will be able to access all of the contributors in the same place. Okay, so that's good. That's very good to know. Thank you for providing that with us. Tom will look to see if
I've got bowl white mouth here. I've got these on screen here, and it says, "Is this the right one?" I guess I'm asking you.
Yeah, I have the quart size ones, and then I have these, which these are.
Oh, those tall, skinny ones.
These are like, I think these are 24 all the way to the top. I think these are 24 ounces, these taller ones.
Oh, here.
Do we have those on there as well?
I sure do have a look right here. Is that them?
Yes. And then 24 ounce.
Okay, I'll
wide
put this
mouth.
link in the show notes. This is in.
And what about the lids? Because I did buy the lids from Amazon. I
Oh.
bought white ones, and then I also bought these colored ones.
Okay.
So look and see what we have for that.
This is okay. What regular and wide? Okay, you have to say, how does that work?
Okay, Tom's gonna.
It's a. Who is your husband? Okay.
He's such a good guy. Look at this.
So,
So there's the white ones, and then the colored ones are over there on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it's 8 regular mouth and 8 wide mouth. So it's this, it's both, they both are like white jar lids, but
Yes.
that one is bigger than this one. Can you
Yes.
tell?
Yes.
Small, large. Okay.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
I'll put the link in the description, but that is under our food storage. I don't necessarily like the way Amazon does it because they name it and then they put a picture of whatever the most recent thing you added. That's not always easy to recognize, but it's the food storage category on our shop page. So I will link to that down in the description.
Thank you. You are so good. So Helen says that is what she did, and she's still having issues. So she's going to email them, but thank you for the suggestion, M. Pennington. Okay, I love how the community is helping one another. You guys are just totally awesome. Okay, so let's talk about these cookies. So I, was looking through all of the ebooks, and I was looking for something kind of desserty, and Chef Julia has a book called Whole Food Plant-Based Cookies. The whole book, the whole ebook is all these gorgeous cookies. So this one is the breakfast cookie, and it's delicious. In fact, we had a lunch to go to for a friend of ours. And so I took a plate of these and gave them to Chef AJ and Charles when we, when we left. I had them in my car, and so I gave them to them, and they were on their way to go grocery shopping. Well, she couldn't wait to taste them. I mean, like 2 minutes after we left the parking lot, she was texting me, and she said, "Oh my gosh, they taste like moist peanut butter cookies. They are positively addictive." And I couldn't agree with her more. They're super delicious. So she called for either cashew butter or almond butter or, peanut butter. I used peanut butter in them because I was all out of almond butter. And then I followed her recipe, but I did add some cinnamon and some nutmeg because, nutmeg notebook. Got to have a little nutmeg in that cookie. And so I doubled the recipe, and because the recipe makes a dozen, and so I doubled it so that we could have 2 dozen, and you portion them out in using a 1/4 cup of the dough. It's a pretty wet dough, and it's said to bake them for 12 to 13 minutes. And I did use the cookie setting in my Breville Smart Oven Air. And I baked them for about 15 minutes because they were very, very moist. And they are a soft cookie. They're absolutely beautiful. I want to show you. Tom and I had one when we got home from our lunch. Oh my gosh, they're so good, you guys. So good. Now, you can add whatever you want in them. They have oats and dates and almond flour in them. And you chop up your dates. I used medjool dates because they're very, very soft. You could use chocolate chips in them if you wanted to for an add-in. I added some pecans, some chopped pecans, and I added golden raisins because I know that Chef AJ likes golden raisins, and I knew they wouldn't want chocolate chips in them. So that's what we did. And I'll take a bite just because I know you guys need to know that these are delicious, right? Mm-hmm. These are so good. They are super moist. They do taste peanut buttery. I know they look like they have chocolate in them, but they don't. It's the date syrup. So you could either use maple syrup in them or date syrup or half and half. And I used all date syrup, and these are incredible. So you would not need to be vegan to enjoy these. Anybody could enjoy these. If I was making them for my grandkids, I would do some chocolate chips in them. They're so delicious. There were so many great looking cookie recipes in Julia's book that I'm sure you will find something in there that you absolutely love. There were also different types of bars. Everything wasn't necessarily individual cookies. So if you prefer to bake something like bars, there were bar recipes in there as well. If you like chocolate, there were plenty of chocolate recipes in there also. Helen, the cookie recipe is from the ebook of Chef Julia, and it's called Whole Food Plant-Based Cookies. So she has 2 ebooks that are in the bundle. And this is from just the cookie book. And then she also has that 21-day. Okay, so see, I can't stay out of it. So delicious. She said you can leave them in the oven longer if you don't want them to be so soft. I thought 15 minutes was just perfect for me because they are done on the outside, but the inside is still soft. It's not uncooked, it's just soft. And so it's just really, really nice. So these are delicious. These would make a wonderful gift. She calls them a breakfast cookie. I'm sure that they will freeze well. Just put them in some Tupperware or a freezer bag and pop them in the freezer. And I think, so delicious. I will probably go ahead and print her ebook just because I know that I'm going to be using it again and again. So anyway, okay. Any other questions that you might have about any of the recipes I talked about tonight? Anything about the bundle? Any questions that you have about that? Tom's coming over, so I get to take another bite while he talks.
Okay. I have not discovered a resolution to the big blue buy now button on Sendal working yet. So just please keep the link we provided handy. Eat dinner, go watch TV, take a break, try again in the morning. So clearly there's something going on, not with our page, not with Chef AJ's page.
It's Sendal.
It's inside Sendal. Their buy now button is broke.
Aww.
And it's Sunday. It's late Sunday. I would think that a site like that would have 24-hour people. I am a 24-hour person.
Yes, it's true. It can be 10 o'clock at night, and Tom will, if he sees an email come in from somebody with a question or something, he'll go, I'll be like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I want to go answer this email.
If I know about it, I just want to have it taken care of. Now, if it's Sunday afternoon and I'm on a hike, or if it's Saturday morning and I'm out mowing the lawn, you may not hear me from me for a few hours. I have to see the email, but once I do, then I have to deal with the email. So that's just that's just a thing. Just like, was it my yesterday? I usually take a nap about 1:30, but I didn't get to my nap yesterday until 2 o'clock because there was an email.
Right.
And I needed to deal with it.
You knew you couldn't enjoy your nap.
I cannot rest out and ease my mind and take a little 20-minute nap if I know that I've got somebody that needs something. So
right. It's just how it goes.
Yeah. So
also,
we appreciate on behalf of the folks at Sendal your patience. I am working on also being patient about that inside.
Because it causes anxiety.
Or frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are frustrated, I am right there with you. I promise you.
Oh, well, then we need to open up the meditation book.
Okay.
That's in the bundle.
Can't get it because I can't buy now.
Well, I have it on here, and I can share it with you, and we can meditate.
Tom. Is that what you say? You say Tom.
Tom.
Is that relaxing for you?
Well, just the hum is relaxing.
Okay.
Don't you agree?
Okay, let me try this one. Tami. No, that doesn't work.
No, it has to be that Tom.
Okay. So Tomming is relaxing. Taming.
What is that we used to listen to the monks, the humming of those monks. It was
Tibetan monks.
The Tibetan monks.
Did we have a CD?
We have a CD.
We used to have. Do you remember compact disc CDs? They came after the little tapes, not the 8-track tapes, but the little tapes. But they were before
the little mini cassettes.
The little mini cassettes, but they were before streaming. So anyway.
Yeah, we used to listen to that. It was very, very relaxing.
When we were driving, like in busy traffic and stuff, because it was relaxing.
It was so relaxing, you guys.
That CD is probably in some box somewhere.
TS says throat singing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need Katie's her bowl. What is her bowl? What is her?
That's another Tibetan thing.
It was
singing bowl.
her singing
Tibetan
bowl.
Singing
so
bowl.
our daughter used to teach high school English, Spanish, and the ESL class, and she bought
one of those brass bowls where you just do your finger around the tip. And
so we had to go. We took her to the store in Midtown Sacramento, remember, and the import store, and she had to play all of them and find the one that she liked the best. She said it worked so great on her high school students that she would just, at the beginning of class, she would just start playing that, and they would all just calm down.
Yeah.
It's so cool. We should get us one of those. Oh, Randy says 8 tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, what was your career before retirement? Randy said he was a dental equipment salesman. Randy knows everything.
Yeah, I used to design and develop dental offices. Lots of electronics and engineering
She said you ended up being the manager.
and software.
She knows your whole story.
Yeah.
Randy, you could write his bio.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I took a 17-year detour in sales management, but then I finished up in
Design.
in the creative part. So
Yeah.
anyway,
It was very cool.
and then I left that job and went to work at Nutmeg Notebook. So
And you have a great work environment.
yes, it comes with food.
And you get to be a boss.
Yeah, the work environment includes the benefits of food and companionship. So yeah.
What, it couldn't get any better than that, could it?
Okay. All right. Look, we're getting hearts. Okay. Are
Barbara
we done?
says, how did you make your pizza crust perfectly round? Okay, so I used my my round pizza pan. So
From the
that,
Breville.
Yeah, so that was kind of a guide. And then I used an offset spatula. Let me go grab the.
I'll get it.
You'll grab it.
Yeah.
Oh, he always wants to go grab the stuff. I used an offset spatula, and then I could just, use it to spin around. So he's going to get that. So I had this, and I cut my parchment paper.
Your spatula, ma'am.
Thank you. And I cut my parchment paper to fit it, so that it wouldn't slip and slide around. And then I poured the batter for the pizza crust. She's talking about the red lentil and the quinoa pizza crust that I made out of Kathy Hester's plant-based pizza ebook. And it's also a video course that's in the bundle. So I poured that out into the center, and then I took this and I just kept, spinning this around. And then the offset spatula works great because you can go like this, you can get it nice and even, because you don't want it to be thicker on one side than the other. And so get yourself, I think this is only maybe $7 or $8. Tom, is this in our Amazon?
Let me see what it is. Is there a sticker on there?
Yeah, it's a Wilton.
I'll check. And that would be under utensils.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have this big one, and then I have a smaller one that I use for little jobs. But this one works great, so you can spread it all out. Also, if you guys...
Or kitchen gadgets. That would be in kitchen gadgets?
Kitchen gadgets.
The canning thing is in kitchen gadgets.
Yeah, so this is in our Amazon store in kitchen gadgets. So you can find that there. And he's looking for the...
I don't remember ever putting that in. I remember everything.
I'm going to give you that back and you can put it in.
I'll add it to kitchen gadgets.
Okay, he's going to add that. And the small one too. I have the little, the smaller one that I use all the time too.
All right.
Okay, so that works out really, really well. And so it just takes a little bit of practice. But if you can pour it on here gently, you will get a nice little circle just naturally. And then you can just start spreading that out and keeping it circular.
Do you like this set right here? Does this look good? It's a set of 3, small, medium, and large.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, I don't have the medium one.
Oh, no? This whole thing was a mistake. Okay.
Okay, no, that looks good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. Oh, Rosemary said about you, Tom. Rosemary said, I figured he had to keep an eye on many small details. He is a little bit of a type A personality, just so you know. And he has a keen sense of how things ought to be.
I was going to come home with that. No, that's not how it goes. I have a very strong sense of how things ought to be.
There you go. We have to say bye to Randy. Randy needs to go to bed. She gets up super early to go work out in the morning. Thanks for joining us, Randy.
Yes,
we missed you.
Good to see you in the chat.
It was very good to see you in the chat. Thanks a lot, and have a good workout tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. And she says she's excited to get the bundle.
All right.
Hey, you guys, give us a thumbs up if you're watching and you like this video. And if you would recommend it to anybody, that would be really cool. Or post it on your Facebook page or in any of the plant-based groups that you belong to. That would be so awesome. But please give us a thumbs up. Also, if you have not subscribed to Nutmeg Notebook at our nutmegnotebook.com, I know you're subscribed here most likely, but if you haven't subscribed to nutmegnotebook.com, go over there, because Tom is sending out emails during the bundle just about every day, because we have some pre-recorded videos that we're going to be putting up. And, you know, we want you to keep track of what we're making so that you can make notes if it's something that you're interested in, so that you can, you know, find the ebooks in the bundle that we talk about. So that would be really cool. Randy says, miss y'all too. Thank you. Very cool. So anyway, what was I saying? Now I've kind of lost track. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you, that if I get the burgers made, well, they won't be made tomorrow because I have to wait 24 hours for these to soak, and then they'll have to dehydrate. I can't remember how long the burgers have to dehydrate, but the burgers will have to dehydrate. And so we will do a video once I get the burgers made. We will do a video to show you that. I'll probably take pictures of when I'm putting them in the dehydrator so that you can see how all of that goes. And then, of course, the mung bean egg omelets, I will do a video, of course, to show you how this turns out as well. And I'm going to make the oat sausages also. And so we just have so much to look forward to. We are eating really, really well for the next 10 days because, you know, I don't normally make new recipes every day like I am right now. So Liz says, I love how thoughtful your recipes are and the food is always great. Oh, you are very kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And I have to say, I want to thank everyone who left messages, comments in the the live chat here. It's really fun for us to know that you're here, that you're being active, and I love how everybody is helping everybody in the chat as well. It really gives us a sense of community, and we get to see your names and what you're saying, and it makes us feel more connected to you. You have the advantage. You guys get to see us and hear us, but we don't get to see you and hear you. And so just to see you guys posting in the chat means a lot to us and just makes us feel more connected to you. So we want to thank you for that. So Tom has posted in the chat the link to the quart jars, the 24 ounce and the lids. And then he also posted the Wilton offset spatula. And
then I'll put the category, the gadget in the show notes.
Yes.
I'll put
and he'll put all that.
Because that'll include the funnel thingy.
Yes, and he'll put all of the information also underneath where you see more underneath the video, down in that description and all of that. He'll also post the links there. It's easier to find them there, I think, than in the chat after the video is
Absolutely.
over. So, so anyway, yeah. That's very cool. So yeah, we're making a lot of stuff. We plan on, you know, we're trying to go live most days over the next 10 days. The bundle ends on March 10th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. And then it's never available again, that exact bundle. So next year there will probably be a new bundle, but every year it's all new content to the bundle. This is our 4th year of being in the bundle, and many of you had probably gotten our other courses over that length of time. And if so, we thank you for your support. We appreciate you using our affiliate link. We only get paid for the sales that go through our affiliate link, so we really appreciate you using that and showing us your support as we are getting ready for our taxes, preparing everything. Our minimum cost for doing all of the content that we do is $1,000 a month to pay for. I don't know if you guys know that it isn't free for us to send emails out in the amount for the amount of subscribers that we have. It costs us hundreds of dollars a month just to send the emails out. And then all of the, paying for our website and all of the software that we have to buy to edit videos. Spell checker. The software that we've had to buy in order for me to post the recipes in a printable fashion on the blog. I mean, all of that stuff costs money. And so, and we pay monthly fees and some things annual fees for that. So when you purchase our products like our ebooks or our video courses or the bundle, that really helps us offset the cost of doing what we do, because we really enjoy being able to provide free content for you all, and then having the affiliate relationships, the Vitamix, the Holland Bowl Mill, that kind of thing, that is helping us pay that. We have a minimum of $12,000 a year that it costs us to do this. So thank you for that. Okay, I just want to say that Barbara has a really nice idea. She said maybe do a chat sometime as a Zoom for a meet and greet, and then we would be able to meet the people who come regularly. That could be really fun.
Oh, so we would do a YouTube Live and then send out the link to the Zoom.
Yeah.
And we have Zoom Pro, so we can have a lot of people at once.
Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe after we get through the bundle, it would be fun to be able to do that. And then we would get to meet the people. Yeah,
and if somebody discovered something truly for them amazing, they could bring it up in the bundle,
Yeah.
or any topic in general.
Oh, that would be fun to do, like a kind of a bundle recap with everybody, and see what everybody has found that they really like, so we could have a share.
Did anybody catch the Kale Awards, the Nutmeg Notebook Kale Awards last year on the last day of the bundle? The last day of the bundle this year is actually on a Monday, March 10th, but we might do Kale Awards on Sunday afternoon. We're thinking about doing Kale Awards again. And so on that note, if you have bought the bundle and tried something over the next week that you want to you totally love it, then you can email Tami at Nutmeg Notebook, or email Tami at Nutmeg Notebook and Tom at Nutmeg Notebook. I check my email and her email, because a lot of the Tami emails are actually kind of like support messages. And she watches the Tami email, but I don't think she watches my emails. But I have both of them in my computer. So I'm watching her, but she's not watching me. Is that wise? So
I should watch you.
But if you have a nomination,
because you can be naughty.
If you have a nomination for the Kale Awards, the Nutmeg Notebook Kale Awards, next Sunday afternoon, then send that to us, and we'll put it in the pot for consideration. So
I think that's a really good idea. We should, in the next email that we send out about the bundle, you should put that in there. And
make your Kale Award nomination.
And I think we should do the Kale Awards on that Sunday.
Sunday afternoon, the 9th.
Yeah, I think we should do it on Sunday, because Monday's a tough day for people. They're tired when they get home.
Yeah,
from
we
work.
do like 2:00 on Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll plan that in advance, and I'll get a YouTube thing scheduled up. So it was a lot of fun last year, because we had some of the bundle participants didn't know that they had been nominated, and they were like the winners for a particular category. And then we got emails from them. They were so thrilled to be Kale Award winners.
Well, and AJ was asleep, but Trish saw us come up on YouTube doing that.
Yeah, we didn't tell anybody.
So she woke up AJ, and she was like, "Do you know what Tom and Tami are doing?" And she was like, what? She's like, "You got to go on YouTube. You're not going to believe what they're doing." And then AJ went and got on and looked at YouTube and saw what we were doing. She's like, "That is the most incredible thing that I've ever seen."
It was so much fun.
It was
so much fun. It was fun for us. It was fun for the viewers, and then it was fun for what we call bundle buddies.
Yeah.
The other participants.
Yes. CD says yes. The Kale Awards were great.
Okay, did see them. Okay.
Yeah, and she says it's a great idea to do the Zoom.
I'll wear my tie again. Once a year, I'll wear my tie.
Now, you rarely have to wear a tie.
Well, I spent a whole career in shirt and tie. So.
I know. It's freedom not to have to do that.
Okay, all right. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, we need to get some dinner going. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This sure was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Really fun.
And please try again on the big bad blue button.
Yeah, we are so sorry that is happening. And as soon as they get it fixed, we should send out an email and just let everybody know. And I'll go on to Facebook to the gal that I was talking to there and let her know
that
what's happening.
that it's not her, it's
Right,
something else. Okay,
right.
that's
Okay,
very
sounds
nice.
good. All right, you guys, that's it. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy
one bundle at a time. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.